Okay, good morning all. I hope you are doing well. Who joined with the name of iPhone? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. I have joined Mayank.
Yeah.
It directly went me to the meeting, so I was not able to change my name.
Let me do it. Mayank. Okay. So rest, I can see there are a couple of more people who are not in the previous batches. Okay. So Dharya, Hanif, Mayank, Rakesh, and Vanda. You are new. Okay. So hello everybody. Good morning. So today we are here to talk about FIASM. Okay. And since multiple of people are here new, so I wanted to know about your background. Okay. So that I can able to understand from where I need to start, what topic I need to touch for this today's class. Okay. So Dharya, maybe starting from you. How comfortable you are from F5 and how much experience total you have, from which country you are? Just a brief introduction, please.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Daria from Iraq. I've been working in banking field and internet service provider companies, and I have experience with the FortiGate, Palo Alto, and Cisco Firepower, FortiWeb, FortiManager, FortiAnalyzer, FMC, FTD, and other things. But for F5, I'm new to F5 and F5 Advanced WAF, and I want to learn more about that product.
Okay, so you haven't worked even on F5 LTM?
No, actually, I haven't worked on it, except only FortiWeb.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hanif.
Hi, I'm Hanif. I'm working in UAE. I have 15 plus experience in network and security, 15 plus years of experience. Okay. And I've been more of a Palo Alto and, Palo Alto firewall. I was working as a resident engineer for Palo Alto, then also recently moved to a role where I have LTM and F5 LTM and ASM. It's been just 6 months since I started in this role, and yeah, so
Yeah.
I do some changes. I mean, frequent changes on F5 and LTM and ASM.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah.
thank you, Hanif. Thanks a lot. Mahesh, maybe if you wanted to, you know.
Yeah, Rajesh, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. I have total 13 years of experience in network security field. I have very good in LTM for the traffic flow understanding troubleshooting. As I'm from the India, and I have changed the many companies in the past, and I got a very good knowledge in working in a different organization, as they have a very different setup. So. I have worked as well on the firewall ASA as well as the checkpoint FTD. That's and previously I attended a GTM. That was a good actually classes, and I got the understanding about the traffic flow and everything about how GTM is work, as well as I got a knowledge about the DNS as well. And for the ASM and the WAF, I'm totally new. I need to take it from the scratch actually.
Got it. Thank you, Mahesh.
That's
Thanks.
about me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So, Mayank.
Hello everyone, my name is Mayank. I'm having 10 plus years of experience into network security. Currently, I'm working for an MNC in India, and I'm working on Palo Alto, Cisco ICE. I have knowledge about LTM, and I have worked for 1 year on LTM. And apart from that, I also work on Tufin.
Okay, thank you. So you haven't worked on ASM, right?
No, I'm completely unaware about this technology, so that's why I have joined this session.
Sure, thank you. Roma, maybe if you can just describe about yourself.
Hello. Okay. My name is Charles. I have 8 years of experiences, and I'm working on 40 FortiGate, firewall, also Cisco ASA, and Cisco data center network, and also Palo Alto. I'm working on F5 LTM also. So
And you were working with some iRules also, which works now fine, right?
yes, and I'm working on some vendor equipment, which is like ASM. Its name is Beware. I don't know if you are aware of it, but it's the same like F5 ASM.
Okay, thank you. So we'll meet you soon in Roma.
Yes.
Okay. So Patrick, maybe if you describe yourself.
Hello, good morning, all. I'm
Good morning.
Patrick. I'm working as a network and security engineer with 8 years of experience. I work on Cisco equipment, FortiGate, and Palo Alto now. I'm currently I was working on LTM also with a bank, but I don't have much experience on ASM module, so I'm here to learn more about the ASM module.
Sure, thank you. Rakesh Kumar.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, all. We are working as a career assistant here at the company. I'm a network security engineer. We are working as an intro web or like for firewalls. And currently, I'm just now 3 to 4 months. We are working on the ASM, FISM, web technologies. We are like fine tuning for the application and configuration and all. We are on that.
Perfect. Thank you. And you are from India.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm from India.
Okay. Sunny. Sunny, able to hear us?
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I have close to 10 years of experience in network and security. I have worked into many different products like firewalls and many tools related to the cybersecurity also. I have experience in LTM and ASM also, but not that much experience.
So you ASM, FIASM or some
yes,
other? FI.
F5 ASM.
Okay, okay. Great. Thank you, Sunny. So we have Vandana. Hi, Vandana.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Vandana. I have plus 5 years of experience in network security, and I have hands-on experience on FortiGate, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, 40 WAF, 40 ADC, 40 Authenticator, all the 40 Fortinet products. And I'm from India.
Okay, thank you, Vandana.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, so guys who are already with me in F5 LTM and GTM, they are aware about me. Who are not, my introduction is here on the screen. I hope you people are able to see the screen. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my name is Radhe. You can just be with me during this whole ASM class. Okay, let's not wait much.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Is there any prerequisites for the ASM? Like someone should have background or have some experience with LTM, or we can directly go for ASM?
Okay, so just FYI, ideally you should have only few knowledge like how this virtual server work. Okay, what is the pool? Okay, what is a pool member? So even if you don't have that knowledge, probably during the lab, when I will create the lab, I will try to explain it. And apart from that, please try to read about some documents. Only that minimum knowledge is must. Okay. So there are few more points which I will be describing probably later on. But yes, little bit knowledge you should have. Otherwise, even if you don't have that knowledge during the class, when I will explain about ASM, you can able to catch it up. So you need to just put some more time apart from, ASM topics. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So today, all of us are gathering over here for FIASM, which is a, new name is Advanced WAF. Earlier it was named as ASM, Application Security Manager. But now the name is Advanced WAF. WAF means Web Application Firewall. Okay, Web Application Firewall, which means that we are talking about a firewall technology, and it worked on layer 7. Layer 7 means HTTP or HTTPS. For sure, you should be aware about some of the protocol functionalities, but today I won't be going to talk about HTTP or HTTPS. I will be giving you some more overview, not about HTTP, HTTPS, but later on in our classes, this will be also part, because if you are securing something which is the protocol on which you will need to get secure, so you should be aware about a couple of the concepts in HTTP and HTTPS. It will take around half an hour to 1 hour to understand about this protocol, but yes, good to know about it. We need to understand the functionalities of these protocols. Okay, so what I was saying, web application firewall means protecting your web application or the API or various things from the various security perspective, maybe various threats, I can say, by inspecting and filtering only your HTTP and HTTPS protocol. Okay, please be aware, it's a layer 7, not lower than that. Okay, we have different firewalls available which secure our maybe layer 4 traffic, layer 3 traffic, or whatever. So when I am talking about big IP means, okay, those who are very much new, I am just telling you, the vendor is FI Networks. FI Network has one of the portfolio named as big IP. So under this big IP platform, there can be different modules like F5 LTM, which is Application Delivery Controller, ADC. Then you can have F5 GTM, new name is Intelligent DNS. Okay. Then F5 ASM, for which we are gathered over here today, named as Advanced WAF. Then there can be like AFM, there can be like APM. There are a lot of, portfolio includes under this platform. So we are just touching about ASM in this class, this one. Okay, just to be on same page, because a couple of you are really very new to the technology. So I am just explaining from the scratch. Okay, so F5 Big IP, this platform help the organization to safeguard their application against the common vulnerabilities. Which kind of vulnerability? Web application vulnerability. Like if somebody is exploiting it, somebody is attacking on it. By the way, I will show you all the attacks, not all the attacks, but some of the attacks, I can say. Some of the attacks I will show you today. I will show you how WAF will mitigate it. Don't worry. It is a part of today's class. Okay, I will be gonna talk about it. I will be gonna show about it, how WAF work and how the attacks happens. So web application is really very crucial, right? Especially after the pandemic situation. Everybody, even the atta chakki or maybe floor mill, okay, those people are also going on the applications. So you can able to understand or relate, even the very small hackers are having their own app. Okay, so this is really booming. And since your web application traffic is so much on the boom, and every traffic is a data traffic currently, so primarily all the attackers, the target is web applications, because they have the public exposure for sure. And there are hell lot of attacks. Couple of them maybe like SQL injection you have heard about, cross-site scripting you have heard about, then cross-site request forgery, CSRF, you have heard about, maybe different, maybe file inclusion attack, parameter tampering attack. There are hell lot of attacks. Okay, and when I am talking about attacks, probably we can say OWASP top 10. Those who are aware about OWASP top 10, maybe you can just describe about it. What is OWASP top 10 in a maybe one line or two line? Anybody? What is OWASP top 10?
I believe it's the vulnerabilities every year that OWASP shared, especially like SQL vulnerabilities in the SQL, cross-site scripting, things like that.
True. So those who are not aware, it's fine. So this is an organization. Okay. Earlier, these organization used to publish a lot of reports, lot of maybe you can say papers or different stuff regarding the security vulnerabilities. But they people got a very good, public presence when they're one of the product we can say, okay, or report we can say, which is OWASP top 10, which has the name of OWASP top 10, which says what are the top 10 vulnerabilities in the market. And how they publish this report? By doing such an activity on multiple of the applications by finding out, okay, either this attack is happening or not. So OWASP top 10 comes into the picture, which says like how to defend against the most critical web application vulnerabilities. And your OWASP top 10 is getting mitigated with respect to the WAF. Okay. Then since WAF is acting as a maybe you people should be aware about, because couple of you are from the firewall side. Let us say there are some users. Okay, these are the users. Either they are the external user or the internal user. That is a separate story. Let us say they are coming from maybe WAN. It can be SD-WAN, it can be MPLS, it can be internet or howsoever. Okay, when it is coming into your environment, from your environment, it should have gone through the firewall, right? For sure, there would be some firewall thing. After the firewall, then here your F5 product will come. It can be your LTM and ASM both, generally which occurs. And after that, there can be a couple of the server layer residing over here. Okay, that is how your traffic or how your maybe network look like. Okay, this is your server form. So what happened is when your traffic is coming over here, okay, till this side, there will be n number of protection layer, maybe for DDoS, DOS layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4, bit like that. You have some solution, maybe Arbor solution, IPS, IDS, whatever. Okay. Then maybe on the router also, you should have couple of the firewalls. On the firewall also, there should be couple of ACs. And on the firewall also, there should be a couple of the rules. Okay. Then comes over here on the WAF. On the WAF, as I told you, it is layer 7. So with respect to the layer 7 vulnerabilities, not only at the time of request, please be sure, not only at the time of request, but some vulnerability occur at the time of response. So when your HTTP response is coming, there also some there also some kind of vulnerability can be exploited. Okay, so at the time of request and response, who is taking care? Who is doing the deep inspection, packet inspection to understand the control of your HTTP request and the response? That is your WAF. Okay, so WAF here acting as a reverse proxy.
Sir, one question. What if the company that already they have an infrastructure without WAF behind the firewall, maybe core switches, then goes to the servers, and they don't want to redesign their infrastructure, then how WAF should come into the picture here?
Wait for a while. So what I was saying, WAF is acting as a reverse proxy. Although all of F5 products, okay, all of F5 products can act as a full proxy product. So full proxy means they can act as a reverse proxy, and they can act as a forward proxy also. Is it fine for everybody so far what I explained? I'm just coming to your question. Hold for a minute, Dharya.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Any other question from anybody? No? Okay. Now, let's coming to your question, Dharya, which is really required a very technical, stuff, but that is a part of the migration plan. Let us say there is everything, okay, except WAF. And again, there can be two scenarios that you have only LTM, and after the LTM, you have server forms. Okay, I'm not creating the switches and all. That is, but obvious layer 2 connectivity, there should be some. So one point can be, you can put a license over here. Okay, I would be explaining about license and all of those things later on. And you can just make it LTM plus ASM. And then what is ASM? It is some sort of rules. You can say some kind of security policy you need to redefine. So once you are applying the security policy, okay, on the virtual server, it will automatically, you can say ASM is in place. One thing. Second thing, let us say LTM is also not there. Then application by application, you need to take the downtime and all of those, that kind of story. Okay. So you need to change again. If you need to change the IP, you need to make the changes into the DNS, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Maybe with respect to the routing, with respect to the firewall rules. So all those of things you have to do. So that all depend upon your migration plan. And there can be a lot of scenarios which can occur. Is it fine?
Regarding the migration, like that, things like that, all it depends on the companies. I don't know. I'm talking about in general. Let's consider if the company does not agree to migrate anything. Is that possible to put it in like full reverse proxy when traffic comes from outside, reaches to the firewall redirected to the WAF do the check, and then from the WAF should be redirected to the servers without doing any change to the infrastructure?
How it is possible?
I'm asking, is that possible?
No. If you
Thank
need to send the traffic to the web, for sure, the infrastructure level change has to be happen.
Thank you.
Yeah. So even if it is inline, let me tell you what you are trying to ask. Either it can be inline or wrong. Even if it is inline, let us say from the firewall. Okay, let me just talk about the same. From the firewall, let us say it is going to the F5, and from F5 it will come back again to the firewall and it will go to the server. It can be a case, okay, that you want traffic should go to the F5, F5 inspect it and send it back to the servers. Okay?
Exactly. Is that possible?
Yes, it is possible, but let me tell you, it is named as one arm mode. Okay,
It's one arm mode.
So this is related to the LTM, but it's all right. So let us say this is the scenario. Even in this scenario, you are forcing the traffic to send it to the F5 and from F5 coming back to the firewall. Here, again, infrastructure change has to be happened. So this is possible, quite possible, but you need to make the changes even in that cases.
Thank you so much. It's really important that to know that because some of the companies they don't allow to change, and really appreciate it.
Your voice is, you are on mute if you are speaking something. Darya? Okay. Any other question from anybody else? No? Let's go ahead. So what I was describing, that when your ASM, when the packet is coming to the ASM, okay, let's say the packet is arriving to the ASM and the ASM has to send it to the server. I am just creating one server. There can be a lot of servers. So I already explained, it will act on the response side and the request side, both. Second, it will just not go through maybe, couple of the attack signatures or couple of the attacks with respect to the attack signatures. Not only that, but on the top of the same, it will check maybe credential stuffing is there or no, maybe web scraping is there or no. Even the layer 7 DDoS attack also it can able to see. Brute force attack it can able to see. If something is coming from maybe some kind of geolocation or IP intelligence kind of infrastructure wise, if you need to block something, you can do. So mainly, if you need to understand why we need to use ASM, ASM is there to make the changes for your customized policies for customized applications. Okay. So when your applications are literally customized, in that case, you need a customized policies. And for that, your ASM will come into the picture. If I wanted to give you some kind of real world scenarios or some of the examples, let us take a couple of the industry examples. Let us say if you are into the e-commerce side, okay, e-commerce side, your business is related to the banking or maybe some kind of bit like those kind of stuff. E-commerce, it can be the banking stuff or the finance stuff. It can be maybe healthcare apps. Okay, if you are into the healthcare side of, then if you are just dealing with some kind of APIs or maybe some kind of microservice. So in all the scenario, your ASM will protect. Like here, ASM will protect the pages from the credit card skimming and the fraud. Here, maybe it is securing your customer against maybe account takeovers attempts, bit like that. In case of healthcare, there is a compliance. Like if you have heard about PCI DSS, okay, and there is a compliance like HIPAA, HIPAA, okay. So these compliance are maintained by your FIASM. Even you can find out the report for this HIPAA and the PCI DSS kind of stuff. If you are dealing in an API business, so to prevent the API abuse, maybe injection attacks, unauthorized access, again, you can clearly use your ASM. It will work on all of the things. On the top of that, as I was explaining, that if you have your FI platform into the network, okay, if you have FI platform into the network, let us say if you have LTM, if you have GTM, APM, ASM, whatever, okay, when you have such a thing, so if you have one box, you have LTM, already there is some memory, you can just add the ASM license, and on the same box, you need not to do anything else. Okay, on the same box, you can implement ASM. Migration is a second step, how to migrate all the application behind the web. That is another step. You will be able to understand that during our whole classes when I would be explaining about the ASM. Then I will tell you how to migrate, what are the best practices to do it. So in line with the load balancing, it is very well. So what happened is, in case of your ASM, let us say you are placing an ASM on some of the application. Okay. On the first day, you are not, it is not bit like a button or a switch, like you are making it on or off. Okay. So what you do, you put a security, you just create a security policy, and that security policy won't do anything. It will just listen the traffic. And we used to say it is into the transparent mode. Okay. When we have the all the security requirements, we have everything available. What we will do, we will put that security policy into the blocking mode, which means if there is some illegitimate traffic which is coming, it will block. If the traffic is legitimate, it will be allowed. So that is how your ASM works. So far, any doubt, any question, please feel free to ask. Guys, any question?
Thank you so much.
Okay. Let me maybe, rather than showing you this, okay, by the way, this will be our lab where we will be doing all of these practicals.
Sir, is not the same like the scenario that I asked. One arm.
It's a 2 arm. If you see, there are
2 arm.
It's 2.
Thank you.
So if you see, let me just explain a little bit about the lab. Here we have 2 applications. Okay, let me first talk about the traffic flow in just a few words. Okay, although we will be creating this lab all together from the scratch, okay, from level 0, don't worry. Okay, but today I cannot do everything in this class, so I'm just explaining about a couple of the steps. If you see, this is a window machine which will act as a user also, and from this machine we can maybe like your jump servers, from where you need to take the access of any of the device, so you can take access also. But yeah, we will be using user and as in with like management PC as well, both. Here you can see there is a firewall. Okay, in this firewall there are some, you can say, some ports are there which are going to the WAF. Okay, these ports are for the management, then for your external traffic, and for your internal traffic. External means which is coming from the user side, internal means which are going to the server side. These are your server form. In the server, we have 2 applications, which maybe you have seen into your F5 videos also. If you see the F5 networks video, you can be able to see these 2 devices over there as well. One is PHP auction. Okay. Second is DAM vulnerable web application, DVWA. So both of these are the applications which can be exploited. Very weak application, maybe you can say. So here we will be using this whole platform, and we will be gonna create some of the configuration to make the attacks, and then I will show you how we can mitigate a couple of attacks. Okay, not a complete overview I can give, but I will try to give you as much as possible. So this is our F5 device. So as I'm telling in the class, I will be explaining later on, okay, like how to create what. But here you can see this is some kind of ASM stuff where we don't have any policy. That's all right. You can see PHP application virtual server is already created. Let me try to open if I am able to open it. Yeah. So you can see this is a PHP auction website. Okay, this is a auction website where you can submit your auctions. Okay, you can sell some item. You can see here, sell an item. So we will be doing a lot of attacks over here during our class. And second is our DAM vulnerable web application, DVWA. Okay, we don't have that. Let me create quickly. Okay, virtual server for DVWA. Let me give maybe one IP. 90. I'm currently not explaining about any of the things. Okay, please don't ask also, because otherwise you will get confused. I will be explaining about each and everything during our class. Don't worry. It is up. So currently you can just try to understand. I am just creating a virtual server. Okay, here you go. So this is your DAM vulnerable web application, DVWA. So what I did, I am forcing a user to go through F5. So this IP and this IP. If you see, this is on your F5 virtual server. Okay, acting as a virtual server. And on this virtual server, I haven't applied any of the security policy yet. Okay, first let me maybe show you some of the attacks. You people are aware about SQL injection? Anybody will explain about what is SQL injection?
Yes, for instance, if you have a web application or a website, there's an input field. Sometimes they are going to put hackers put like expressions like SQL expressions in order to get the information from the database or from the server.
True. So let me explain that. Let us say there is an hacker. This hacker is coming to some of the environment. Okay. And from this environment, there is firewall and all of those stuff. And then you have ASM and LTM both on the same box. And just for the simplicity sake, I am creating one server. This is the server. Okay. When we are talking about server, This server have multiple components which you need to understand. It can be into the same physical box. It can be into the different physical box depending upon the complexity of your application. Very first is like where client is interacted to. You can say it is a web server, okay, where maybe your HTML pages are residing, your files are residing, like videos, text file, PDF file, whatever, images, okay, a lot of those kind of stuff. Then there can be, again, it depends upon application to application, not a thumb rule, okay. Then there can be some kind of maybe app server where couple of the logics, if you need to introduce bit like in your if Dharya is logging into the bank account, maybe his bank statement is different than the Hanif, okay, bit like that. There are some logics which are introduced, and then all that data will get stored where? In the DB server, I am just telling. So all of these components can interact with each other. And when you are interacting with one another, maybe the people who are living in France, maybe they are understanding French. But if I am not able to understand French, so I need to communicate in the English. So some language should be there. Similarly, they are communicating with something. SQL is nothing but is a language. So this is a language of love when you need to speak with database servers. So when somebody is speaking with database server, it means they are doing what? They are talking in SQL. And they used to give some kind of query. Okay. They are inquiring something like I am saying, hello, you will answer me, hello. I will say, okay, how are you? This is a query bit like, okay, you will say me the answer, okay, I am fine or whatever. So bit like the same, in SQL injection, we will send a query and our database server will respond to that query. Okay. What happened is, in case of this attacker has not good intent, it will send a query. Okay. Again, as I am telling you, this can be into the same server or there can be different components. It is sending a SQL query. And this SQL query is saying, send me all data or maybe all user data, I can say. Query is there. And it is saying, send me all user data. Okay. Whatever you have, send all the user data to me. If there is no restriction over here, if there is no restriction over here, this data will be sent. Okay. And you are aware, data is the most crucial part in today's world. So if you see here, I am logging with maybe my username. My username and password is netmillion. I am just logged in. And I'm going to the control panel. Okay. And you can see it is showing me this is my control panel. Fine. So your control panel, if I will click over there, it is showing my credit card number, although it is fake. Okay. But you can see that it is showing me the credit card number, my name, my mail ID, all of those things are fake by the way. But yeah, you can able to see if there is some application who is revealing such kind of stuff, it is a attack. Okay. Your application is compromised. So if somebody is aware about couple of the queries like this query, you can able to see over the internet. Okay. I am also not master of the SQL injection, but I am just giving you a query. So this is a simple query. If I will click on go, I am not putting password here. Please do remember. You can see I am able to log in. How? There is some kind of logic that it is fooling your database. If 1 is equal to 1, then give me the permission. And since it is true, it will give you the permission of every user. Okay. And if you will click on your control panel, haha, here you go. Although all data is fake because this is a dummy, application, but you can see this is ridiculous stuff when one attacker can able to find out each and whole data. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope you are able to understand how SQL injection happens here. So
Yes, sir.
this is how your SQL injection is happening. Okay. Let me log out. There can be lot of stuff. Okay. Let me maybe log in with my own credential. Or first, let me show you. Okay, first let me show you. Maybe let me create a security policy. Please don't ask any question with respect to the security policy because there are multiple people who don't know about ASM anything. Okay, I am just creating something. You just try to see that. If you are able to understand, that's fine. If you are not able to understand, even that's fine. Because in our class, I will be explaining about each and every step of this security policy. Okay, so please don't ask the question about this. I am just creating something. Okay, just try to see. Okay, and I will later on I will be explaining about in the classes how we need to configure it. Maybe for PHP option, let me create a security policy. It's not allowing me to go to the manual. Okay, fine. So Apache, these are the attack signatures. Again, I will not be explaining to anybody about over here because either it will be a half knowledge. Okay, we will be going to talk about it. It is a very big topic, about 2 hours or more than that. I will be explaining about it in a lot of stuff, disabling the signatures, creating the policy. Okay, just it will take 2 to 3 minutes. No, sorry, maybe I will say 50 seconds or so, 1 minute. Okay. Let it get completed. And then we will run the whole step again. Before going ahead, I need to make one more change. Otherwise, you will make a problem. Apply this policy. Those who are working on F5 ASM, those people can able to understand that in the virtual server, I should have some policy now. Okay, that policy, whatever I created, maybe let me go and enable this as well. Fine. Now, before going anything, let me show you. I'm just refreshing it. Okay. And if I need to see the event logs, again, please don't bother about it. Okay, I will be explaining about each and everything. But you can see the traffic is passing through F5. That is what I wanted to show you. Okay. So whenever you are going to, maybe if you are clicking on sell item, you can see probably I would be talking about this URL and everything later on. But you can able to see the same story you can able to see here as well. Okay, these are a bit like event logs. I would be explaining about the same later on. Again, it is a big topic of 15 minutes to 30 minutes approximately. But yeah, we will be talking about that later on, not today. What I was asking. Now, those who are working on F5 please answer me. If I will click on go, either it will get blocked, yes or no. Any guess, huh? It's not an interview. Just say yes or no.
Yeah, it's blocked because you enable the SQL injection protection profile.
Okay. Anybody else?
If policy is in blocking mode, then it will block the request.
Okay. So because you people are saying very good, yeah. You people have idea. So let me show you something. First thing to everybody. What happened? What I'm doing? First thing, this policy is in the blocking mode. Okay. Second thing, somebody was saying something more. No. Anything else you wanted to check? I will show you. No? Fine. So policy is into the blocking mode, which one thing came. Second thing, SQL injection. Yep. SQL injection already applied. That is also true. Anybody else? Any guess? If I will press go, will it get blocked? Yes or no? If no, why?
Sir,
If the SQL
I guess,
injection is enabled, then it will get blocked.
Yes, SQL injection is enabled. Let me show you that as well. Good. Maybe those people who are not able to understand, please leave it. But yeah, maybe those who can able to understand. So my SQL injection is it. Just FYI.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, I guess there are two modes for the signature. I guess staging mode and some enforcement mode.
That is
So
blocked.
I
That
don't know.
that I already showed you. One, see here.
Okay.
It is blocked.
Okay.
Okay. What else?
It should block it
It should.
because the policies are enabled.
So everybody is on same page. Everybody is saying it will block, right? Okay. So if I am asking a question, it means it should not block. But why? That you people need to tell me. But first, let me show you. Okay. I'm clicking on go, and here you go. It's not blocking. Anybody else want to say something?
Did we apply the policy?
Yeah, that's what.
Sorry. What is that?
Did we apply the policy
For sure.
after the changes?
That I want to. That small thing I want to. So if you see, policy is already well applied. If you see, policy is there on your like virtual server also. What else? What all guesses? Or if you wanted to see something, I will show you.
Yeah, on the virtual server.
Yes, on the virtual server, it is there. This is the screen on the virtual server only.
Is there any policy on the virtual server configured?
No? So that is what I answered. This is your virtual server screen. Okay. This is your virtual server screen and policy is well applied here. That is what I answered. Okay. Even when I was doing some surfing something, you can see the logs in the event logs. It means policy is already there. Okay, let me give you a hint. Probably if you can see something, I'm going into the event log. Here you go. Let me make it bigger. If you wanted to see something, I will show you. If you wanted to say why, I will be more than happy. Okay, wanted to see something? Let me show you. Maybe those who are able to understand, that's fine. Those who are not, probably I will explain.
It's in staging.
What is in staging? What is in staging? That is my question.
Signature, attack signature.
As I told you, attack signature is not in staging. Okay, it is already checked by people. Attack signature is not in staging. Anyone else? No? Good. Here is the thing where you people need to understand a couple of the concepts. But I will be explaining about it later on, not today. Okay. Let me do some magic. Those who understand, fine. Those who don't understand, it's all right. Now I am making this change. This change is accepted first of all. Policy is applied. Yes. I made some change in front of you. What is that? Probably I will be explaining in the classes, not today. Okay, not the topic of today's class. I am saying go, and you can see it's boom, blocked. Okay. If you go in the event logs, you people can able to understand it is just stopped. Okay. What I did that again, some another question. You will be able to understand in the classes. I will be explaining about you later on. Okay. It's purely mentioned over there, but it's all right. I will be explaining you during the classes. So that is how WAF work. If you see here, WAF is not allowing you to go further. Okay. If I will go on my whiteboard. Okay. What is happening when this illegitimate traffic is reaching to the WAF? WAF is blocking it. Here, it is sending the response. So this support ID, if you see this support ID, okay, this support ID is here into your request as well. Let me show you the request. If you see this support ID is same, whatever you able to see here, 1652. Okay, maybe I did twice. I didn't refresh it. Let me refresh it once. This must be the second one. Here you go. Okay. So if you see 1652, the same request is here, 165. Are you people able to understand how WAF work? Okay. Not need to go into the technicality as I am telling you, but this is how your WAF work. Same way, if you just maybe let me log in using this attack was, by the way, named as your SQL injection attack. Similarly, you can do couple of the attacks like cross-site scripting. I have a script available over here in the contactors, okay, which will reveals although the same output, but if you see, if I'm clicking over here, this script is running and this script is giving me the same thing. Here also, if you see, if I will just refresh this buddy, you can able to see, if I able to find out that there is a cross-site scripting which work. Where is it? Here, can you see cross-site scripting? So FIU is aware that there is a cross-site scripting which work. Okay, but it's not blocking. Why? Because again, there is something maybe I need to do again. Okay, let me do it. I will be explaining about these all things later on in the class. Okay, today I'm just showing you like what kind of attacks can be happened. Okay, and what can be the scenario. Is it applied? Let me see now. Here you go. So this is blocked. So what I mean to say, if you are aware about the working, okay, let me show you one very interesting. What was that? This is the one. If you see, there is an item. This item name is, this is my title. It is of 1.5 lakh. Yeah. Yep. 1.5. And if I need to purchase it, for sure, my credit card is fake. It will not get detected, but you can see how it is showing you that your credit card number, such and such number will be charged for this because you have bought such an item. Okay, let me do it again. Once again, I wanted to show you something. One more vulnerability. Again, going to the same thing. Again, clicking on buy it. Maybe before just going over here, I'm opening one more reverse proxy named as Fiddler. Those who are aware, that's fine. Those who are not aware, it's fine. It's a reverse proxy which will stop your request, and if I need to do something, I has to go through here. If you see here, may I see the request, please? Here. This is the price. Run to the completion. Disable it. Okay. Can you see that? The same item I am now purchasing in 1 USD. Okay. How it is happening? This is happening because you are changing into the parameters or you're tampering with the values. There are hell lot of things I wanted to tell. Okay. It's not only one thing. There are multiple of the attacks which can happen. And those attacks, if you need to stop, you need to have some web application firewall. It's maybe from F5, it may be from KMP, maybe from Citrix, maybe from XYZ, whatever you take the name. But FIASM is leading the market. So far, any doubt, guys? Any questions? What I'm doing is clear to everybody, these attacks? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me show you maybe some damn vulnerable web application attack. There was an attack. Okay, it is still there. Fine. It will be for every of the application. 10. It was from my previous class, by the way. Let me reset the database. Okay. Clear or reset the database. Fine. Stored. Fine. So you can see that this is a very simple thing. In any of the application you can able to see, like if you need to give the feedback, if you need to give some kind of details, you can give. Okay, here I am putting an attack. There was a script. Give me a minute. Maybe let me just go through this simple script. I'm putting this script in the message and just putting the sign in the guest book. And can you see? Now, for that page, all the users will see the same screen. It look like that it is an attack. And people can able to say that, okay, give me some kind of cryptocurrency if you wanted to get your website back. Okay. So what it happens, some kind of attack happens. Okay, because some cross-site scripting you utilized over there. Again, to make changes into the same, you need to create a policy, you need to apply a policy, you need to have proper policy structured so that these stuff should not work. Okay, and let me tell you one thing. People think that, okay, if I am putting the policy into the blocking mode and I am secure, that is a myth. Okay, there are hell lot of things which you don't know. Okay, or if you are aware, that's good, but yeah, we need to talk about the same over here in the ASM classes. Okay, so we will be touching from the scratch to the level where you can do the migration by your own. Okay, and to the level like you can able to understand more about these kind of data, and to the level probably you can crack your interview or maybe crack your examination, whatever is your goal. Okay, so today I need to wrap it up over here because I need to fly soon. Okay, I need to do packing and all of those things. So any questions, anything from anybody, please ask.
Sir, the version that we are using, is it the latest one or 14?
It doesn't matter.
Because, you know,
all the stuff will be same. Okay, all the fundamentals will be same. If you want to go with latest one, you can make it on in your lab. You can do that. Okay.
Yeah. Because, you know, some of the items will change, right, in the latest version.
For sure. It will be here and there. Okay, so you can make changes over there. We can run maybe another machine also. We can show there as well. That's not an issue.
Sir, do you have another time zone? Because this time zone, it's the same as my working time zone.
See, it will be into the weekends only. Okay, classes will be into the weekends because everybody over here is working professional, including me. So in India, there is Saturday and Sunday weekend. I hope Sunday is your first working day. That is the problem.
Actually, Saturday is Sunday first is Friday and Saturday are off.
It's all right. I will be going to talk about it later. Okay, but timing we cannot change because everybody else has already committed about the same. Okay.
It will be Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, I'll think about it and let you know, sir.
We will talk about it later on.
Inshallah.
Fine. Any other question from anybody else? I can see one more person is there who didn't introduce about himself. Rishish?
Yes.
Maybe will you give me just a little introduction about yourself. Are you working on FIASM or yes or no? From which country you are? How much experience you have?
Yeah, I am Rishikesh Kumar. I am from India. So currently on Palo Alto firewall.
Okay. Nice. So you are new to the FIASM.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome. Fine. Any other questions to anybody else, guys? No? So I need to explain you few things. This batch will be on Saturday and Sunday. I was explaining. Okay. Second thing, you will get all the batch recordings as complimentary. Okay. Then you can do the lab. So during the batch, you will get the lab access. You can do your lab over there. So these are the primary things which you will be receiving from us on the top of live training with me. During this whole training, I would be with you for this batch. Okay. If you have any question, feel free to ask. If you don't have any question, even then it is fine. If you wanted to ask it later, maybe from Myra ma'am or maybe from somebody else. Okay. But yeah, if you need to check something, probably I will say go to the NetMinion website directly. Okay. And here you can able to see not only one course, but there are different courses for different trainers for sure. Okay. Some of the courses I am taking, some of the courses different trainers taking, but anybody who is working over here in the NetMinion are the working professionals, more than 18 years of experience. It is again maybe old slide showing the 16 years, but that's fine. So that is how we are operating. We are working for those who are very new in today's demo, but who are already working with me. You people are aware what is our style to teach. So with that words, I will say thank you everybody for your precious time to giving us. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we will wrap it up.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, great day. Take care of yourself and your family. We'll meet you soon. Bye.
Inshallah. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.